Tesco is dead. It is official.
Marks & Spencer's has announced the closure of 67 shops, including 2 in London.
I know I can't be the only one, but I never hear anyone talk about they hate budget supermarkets.
3 supermarkets swallow killing. The last one will shock you.
Surely Morrisons supermarket won't go bust.
So this UK supermarket might not exist in 5 years' time because it's actually struggled to ever make a profit, even during the pandemic.
So what can you do with a former supermarket in the middle of Wolverhampton in a former Sainsbury's? It's been empty for maybe 20 years. This is the delivery yard behind me, and we're going to go take a look inside to look at what you could do to repurpose this space. It's quite an interesting opportunity because it's right in the heart of a city centre. It's a huge, vast open space, and it could be sporting events, it could be music venue, it could be cafe bars and restaurants. So we're going to go and have a look around, see what we think, see what we could do with it. Part of it is a Grade 2 listed building as well, which is really unusual. So it's a Grade 2 listed building that was then turned into a food store, and then up above it's been turned into offices as well. So it's a really weird combo. If we can provide incredible homes for a whole broad demographic of people, including affordable housing, then that'd be a great way to repurpose this building. So can we save it? Can we restore it? We don't know, but we're going to try and find out. We're going to do some digging, see if we can sort it out.
Amazon Fresh is closing all of its 19 stores in the UK. And it doesn't really come as a shock because anyone who's been noticed that it was pretty much empty the whole time. Yes, they had the USP of no cashiers, walk in, grab and go. But an opportunity cost of that is that the prices were more expensive, which also doesn't really make sense considering there were no employees, and that should be the aim of having no employees. And if I was consulting Amazon, I definitely would have explained that the UK is probably the wrong market to do this in. We have Sainsbury's local, Tesco, Expresses, etc., which Amazon was trying to rival, but extremely popular in the UK due to their prices, their loyalty scheme, etc. And with the introduction of self-checkout in all supermarkets in the UK, having the walk-in, grab and go where you have to tap your phone to get in and get out doesn't actually save that much time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and follow up more.
So Asda, one of the large UK supermarkets, is starting to feel the pinch as its profits have fallen so far by £600 million as sales are really beginning to fall right across all supermarket sectors, but in particular at Asda. Now, Asda has felt the burden and the soaring debt burden as its costly IT overhaul weighed on the beleaguered, troubled supermarket. Now, sales at the grocer grew by more than 1 billion to 26.8 billion in 2024, but the latest accounts show it's posted a 559 million pound pre-tax loss compared to 150 or 180 million pound profit from the previous year. Like-for-like sales, including fuel, were down to fallen by 750 million pound to 21 billion. Now, Asda is not concerned at the moment. They are trying to battle to reduce this, and they are ploughing ahead with their continued growth plans. But like I say, I wish I could feel sorry for them.
Welcome to Blighty Blighted, a place we can freely express ourselves as true Brits. I remember when supermarkets in this country were the pride of the nation. Clean, friendly, shelves full of good food, proper British standards. Now, it's like shopping in a clearance sale at a compost heap. You pick up a tomato, and it's already halfway to becoming ketchup. The fruit's soft, the veg is brown, and the meat looks like it's been through a war. And they still charge top pound sterling for it. And here's the kicker. While they're selling half-rotten produce, they're also binning tons of perfectly good food out back. Perfectly fine stuff, just a day past the label, chucked away instead of given to people who actually need it. It's a disgrace. By the way, help me keep this channel running by buying my chair and headphones in the links below this video. Thanking you. Anyway, where was I? That's right. They'll tell you it's policy or health and safety. But I tell you what it is. Laziness and greed.
Since when was Tesco's copying Costco? Bulk buys. If you go shopping down this aisle, you're going to walk out with maybe a bill of about 150 quid and you've only bought 2 things. £11 for 600 tea bags, or 440 Thai food for 5. Bulk buy your ketchup, 3 for 10 quid. Oh, monster bag of basmati rice, only £38.50. £24 rolls of velvet, Cashel, £15.50. That is definitely more expensive than Costco. I went there recently. Not a bargain, Tesco's. Not a bargain. Oh, hang on. 480 tea bags, £13.25. Yorkshire Tears.
I absolutely detest Aldi's with a passion. The last time I went to Aldi's, which is about 8 years ago, I thought their fruit and vegetables were utter crap. I'm putting it out there. I just don't like them. I never go in there. However, a Lidl's opened up in my town a good few months ago, and I thought I'd give it a try. So let's have a look what they've got to offer. I only really wanted fresh fruit and vegetables just for the next few days, so I came out with a bag. First up, I've got this Sugar Baby, I think it's called Sugar Baby. Yeah, I've got this Sugar Baby melon. I have never tried one of these before. I don't mind melon. I like honeydew melon, like cantaloupe, but I don't like watermelon. So no idea what this is going to be like, but we will, yeah, I've got this to try. This was, let me tell you, £2.49. I got what's one of these? A pretzel. Guys, I got myself a pretzel. I love these. I have not eaten one of these in the longest time, but they are vegan. I love that they bake their own fresh baked products in store, but it actually has really good, clear descriptors on the packaging or even on the front, because you just help yourself. And they were vegan, so I treated myself to a pretzel. The last time I had one of these was about 3 years ago in Trafford Centre in Manchester. It is lovely. I am a bread girl. I love carbs. 79 pence. That's all it was, 79p. Next up, some crispy leaf salad. This one was £1.15. It's not as big a bag as the one I have from Asda. It's very similar leaf to that. Yeah, not quite as big, but that price is really good. And then we come to the pièce de résistance, which is some sushi. We have vegan sushi. This was a really good find, guys. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to see this. £4.29. They are, how many pieces? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 pieces in here. Just for context, I buy the one from M&S, which has about, I don't know, 7 maybe pieces in. That's £5. So £4.29, and you get almost twice as much. So this, cannot wait to try this. It does look really delicious. Look at that. I got some mini cucumber. I've only ever had these ones before. I really like this, so yeah, got some of them. Mini cucumbers were £1.19. Then I got some strawberries. I hope they're going to be okay. It's always hit and miss with strawberries, no matter where you get them from. So the strawberries were £1.89, and there's quite a lot in there, so this is quite good. 2 lots of red grapes, and the red grapes were £1.79 each. I think this price is quite comparable to Asda's, if I'm being honest. I don't think some of the items were that much cheaper. Cucumber, which was 89p, and spring onions, which were 69p. So again, comparable with Asda's, if I'm being absolutely honest with you. Then lastly, I got some of these, what are they called? Tony tomatoes. Oh my god, that's so cute. So got these tomatoes, all different colours, different sizes, and these ones were £1.49. Looking forward to trying this. This pretzel is good. Really looking forward to giving that one a try. Did I say how much it was? Yeah, I did, didn't I? £2.49. So this is my little shopping haul. It came to... This came to £19.24. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it and seeing what the quality's like. I'm really impressed with the pretzel. So, yeah. Please let me know as well. Am I the only one that do not like budget supermarkets? All that stuff in the middle that's got no relevance to the section that is in. Can't even look at that. I've got to keep my eyes averted. That just kills me in all kinds of ways. Absolutely detest it. But I have to give this Lidl's a really high score for how everything was presented. It was really nice. I only did the fruit and veg, guys, and the sushi, which was right by the pay-in part. So I didn't go up and down the aisles. It was literally just as fruit and vegetables and the bakery. So yeah, let me know if I'm the only one that hates with a passion all these.
First we've got barbecue sauce. If you look in the back, it has ammonia caramel 150C. It creates this substance called 4-mel, which is a group 2B carcinogen, which has the same cancer rates as gasoline and engine exhausts. Next up is Blue Powerade. Now this so-called sports drink has colour 133 in it, which is actually banned in these 6 countries. I'll let you figure out why. Saving the worst till last, we have bacon. Bacon has preservative 250 in it, also known as sodium nitrite. When digested, it creates these things called nitrites in your body, which are group 1 carcinogen. Now returning to this list from earlier, group 1 is as bad as it gets, and actually is as cancerous as asbestos. Follow to learn more about the foods that are killing you every day.
When everyone was moving to online shopping, Tesco has set up its own e-commerce venture to rival Ocado, and what this is going to do is it's going to help other international supermarkets build their own online businesses. And what you've got to remember is that this has been Ocado's USP, so it's been online only. You basically pick everything, order everything, and they drop it. Now, Tesco and the other supermarkets are also doing that, but it's taken them a while to catch up because this was a loss leader for many a time. But Ocado's built all of these warehouses at great expense across the country and even in other countries as well. So for Tesco to now come in and move a tank on Ocado's lawn, it's going to be very interesting for me to see what actually happens.
Remember when baked beans used to be a staple, they used to be cheap in your house? Remember, have a look at this. £5 for a multi-pack of beans. What the actual... £3.25 for some of these like microwavable ones. What? If you haven't got a Nectar card, it's £1.40 for a tin of beans. A single tin of beans, mate. I know I'm always on here ranting about the prices of things, but I can't quite get over how much beans have went up. Bloody beans. Remember, if you had any money, you would have a tin of beans with some toast and you would fill your belly. Now, you need a friggin' mortgage for a tin of beans in this hooer and play. Also, a cheeky free bent arse used to be a cheap tea, didn't it? £3.10. Are you joking me? What? A tin of Spam, £3.50. This food used to be like cheap food that we used to have in. If we had any money, you used to have Spam, you used to have free bent, you used to have beans, and it used to cost hardly anything. What in the cost of living crisis is happening? Honestly, I know things are going up, but I can't keep up with it. It is knocking me bad. Honestly, I didn't even want to give them me money. But we need to eat. I'm not going to eat any of this stuff, but I'm just like, I don't get it. Sainsbury's, I know it's not just you. I know it's all over the show. But how are we, man? A few weeks ago, I talked about this one. Have a look again. Nescafe Gold Blend, £8.35 if you haven't got a Nectar. Even with Nectar, £6.75. What? I just... Even for the shitty Nescafe Original, £7.75. £7 for this little one. £7.75 for this massive one. How are we? See, I lie down after this. I can't even have a cup of tea because it's too bloody expensive to calm myself down. What the hell? It's just, I just can't get over it.
What is it with all these supermarkets? I just don't get it. Everywhere you go, you see all these poor plants. Look at these plants. They've not been watered. They're withering away. Some are totally dead. Just have a look at these at the bottom. I'm totally dead. Why not just sell them at half price or even give them away? It's better than seeing them like this. Look at this. I feel sorry for them. This isn't right. I don't know, there's something wrong with this. Really peeves me off. Just don't get it. Honestly, don't get it. Give them away or sell them at half price. Just do that.
M&S is set to shut down stores nationwide, with closed signs expected to appear as soon as next week. While the exact list of closures hasn't been released, reports suggest that their Ilford and Walworth branches are on the chopping block. The supermarket giant unveiled plans back in October 2022, outlining the closure of 110 sites over the next 5 years. Their strategy, shifting focus towards food-only outlets, reducing the number of full-line stores, which also offer clothing and home goods. But it's not all bad news. M&S plans to open 104 new Simply Food stores. Would you miss your local M&S store? Stay tuned for more updates on this evolving story.
I say every year you've got to keep looking at the Halloween stuff. A lot of it's tat, but every now and again you see some good finds. Last year I found 2 electric style guitars made of skeletons. This year I'm in Asda. Look at these giant spiders. For this? Yeah. So I bought him, then I bought him. He's small, but you can sit him on the table. So yeah. Oh, also, I managed to wingle a Rucker free card, which is reinforced card, for free.
Morrisons' recent company house filing shows that they have made a £1 billion loss, mainly due to the increase in debt interest costs. But does something like this really mean that the company is in trouble? Well, not really. See, profit before debt went from 911 million to 970 million for the year. And see, this is quite an expected thing to occur when interest rates are a lot higher from where they were, a couple of years ago. But the big problem is the percentage increase of their debt financing bill. The specific numbers come from the parent company, Market Topco, and it fell to a pre-tax loss of 1.1 billion. But the key bit here is its debt financing bill was 23% above the 593 million incurred the year prior. This is absolutely a huge jump, and it is in fact more than what the rate of interest has increased by from the Bank of England. See, corporates are going to be getting debt at a much higher rate than what the base rate is. It's called higher yield debt or corporate debt, or whatever you want to call it. It does depend on the credit rating of the company though. So a better credit rating means that you're rated more highly. You're more AAA, for example. Whereas if you've got a rubbish credit rating, you're called, more junk, and you get a worse interest rate or yield on the debt that you want to issue. Basically, if you're a junk company, you're gonna want to be compensated as an investor at a higher rate because you're basically taking on more risk. Whereas if you're like Apple, there's no real risk if you're going to lend them money, is there, that you're not going to get paid back. But will it go under? I don't think so. They are a pretty huge firm. What we might see is some consolidation, some cost cutting and things like that. But even the likes of Tesco, who've done fantastically over the last couple of years, have offloaded Tesco Bank to, I believe it was Barclays. And so we are seeing this consolidation across the board. And I mean, Morrisons has already started it by selling off their forecourts, their petrol business, to Motor Fuels Group. So we are seeing that, consolidation in costs and things like that. Morrisons, I don't think, are going anywhere. I think they're quite a strong supermarket and they're a strong brand to have from the UK as well. So they are one positive. It's just they do need to get that debt down quite considerably.
M&S then? Look at all this food. Trays and trays of food waste. Oh my God. Absolute insanity. Got pears there. Insanity. Just trays of food waste. deli mustard. Spring onions. Some avocados, they're fine. Oh my days. It's just full. We've got some whole celeries here. This must be food bank collection, and they not collected it. They just left it. Either that, or the food waste companies aren't coming to collect. Tomato ketchup, we'll take that. The mushrooms there. Look at this stuff, look. Runner beans. Vegetables. Carrots. There's just tons of it here. Absolutely tons. You've got broccoli there. And there's just tons of it. Being wasted. Bread. Pretzel, fudge, nice. Look at all of this salad and stuff. It's insanity. Beautiful lettuce there, look. Sweet gem lettuce. Nothing wrong with it at all. What is this? That's busted. Potatoes. Halloumi. Got melon here, look. Melon chunks. Pomegranate. Pomegranate seeds. Mango. Absolutely nothing wrong with this stuff. Look at all of this, look. Melon fingers, watermelon fingers. Crazy. Crazy food waste. Absolute crazy. You don't see this every day. Look at all of this, look. Salad stuff. Look at this, look. Coleslaws. Coleslaw. Tons more salads. They must have had a fridge out. Must have. And look at all this stuff. Absolutely madness. Loads more under there. Utterly crazy. All that brand new coleslaw just wasted. 23rd, 24th, 25th. Insane. We've got in here, we've got flowers in here. Look at these. I'm gonna save those. Save them. Plant them in the garden. And these ones. Green house plant. There's another one there, look. Another green house plant. We will save those. This is full of flowers as well, but they put them all in bags, so they're dead. They don't like being in bags. There's another one, look, beautiful. It will save you. Chrysanthemum. Nice. Lots of plants. The bread. What is this? Instant lattes. 8 sachets. There's a whole box full. Because the box is ripped, they threw the whole lot away. Madness. There's another one there, look. Wow.
It's easier to waste it than to care. Supermarkets used to compete on quality. Now it's just who can get away with the worst produce for the highest price. And we, the shoppers, we just sigh and keep paying. They call this fresh. Fresh from where? The back of Noah's Ark. It's the slow death of standards in Blighty. The food's going off the morals already have. I will see you all on the next video. Cheerio.